preach to the world what my vision was, my sound of country. Because at the end of the day, music is going to relate to a storytelling before anything.
Well, you're right about that, and I can't say that I'm overly surprised about the idea coming from a mistake. A lot of great ideas over history have come from mistakes or at least misdirections, and so that part doesn't really surprise me, but you have definitely created an original sound. I've had a couple in the last year or two. I mean, there was a guy whose name escapes me right now who was doing country hip hop, and that's it's creative. It shows the effort, but this shows more than an effort to create a new sound. This is a merger of sounds that actually works. Now,
this is something original, is what this is. This is not a copy. This is something really original.
Everybody, there are going to be people out there that are going to put it down for whatever reason, and it is something that is not. What do I want to say? It hasn't been done before. Okay, so you get a first there, and anytime you do a first, there are going to be people that are not going to care for it, and this isn't really. I don't think it's designed to be specifically. I don't think you're doing this just to make people like the style of music. I think you're doing it more to get them involved, and well, it kind of sneaks up on you. You all of a sudden find it, hey, I heard that in there, and I like that part of it. Anything to get the hook into them.
Yes. That is one of my main intentions of it. I've been mentored by some of the biggest producers, and they taught me a lot. And I would say, like, there were certain things I just never could catch on to. Like, it was a certain kick or a certain thing that they just had such an excellent sound with it. And with me, I had to find something that fits my narrative of just putting something back into the world, like, because no one is perfect. We all have lived whatever lives we've lived, done right, wrong, or whatever, and it's just like, hey, man, let's leave this earth with something new, something that can continue your legacy. If you don't finish it, somebody else can, but you're one of the people and the pioneers that help with it at least. That's how I look at it.
I kind of have to agree with you. And in listening to the two songs, "Ride It Like a Horse," and of course, we're going to be listening to "Walk on Water" here, in the not too distant future. I am thinking, okay, what is this guy going after? I know it's not going to be the crowd that is into George Jones and Tammy Wynette or Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson or Ferlin Husky or any of the the old time greats, the standards. But I can possibly see a crossover into, if there is even such a genre out there of somebody on the younger side of life that might like country music but also likes hip hop music. And if there is a station out there that has that kind of format, I think that this would probably fit in perfectly. What are you... I don't know. I can't think of the right way to term it. So for lack of better words, Elektrohorse, who are you going after? What is your goal as far as the people you want listening to this?
Target audience.
A target audience for me, I would say everyone. Like, you think about it, like the way the genres are, there's almost not even such thing as a genre no more. Everything is hybrid. Like, somebody would take a George Strait record and put it with, like, I don't know if you know about, like, Too Short or like a Bay rapper, and it just happened.
Okay.
And people are jamming to it. Like, you might have a show that, so like it might be a concert, and it's 100% Trump supporters there. But then Snoop Dogg, who just said something about Trump, he's one of the headliners. Music is not categorized that way no more. Like, I think that, even as a kid, your grandparents or someone else will play an old school record, but because it's just something about it, it was a groove that you liked it. So somehow it's just a vibe, like it's an energy. And like, even if you think, just say right now, like, y'all giving your feedback, which is great opinions of the record. Do you consider yourself listening to that every day? Most people who might be older or younger might not. Like, younger kids might listen to trap music or, like, street music. But then they might say, yo, this ain't me, but I like it. All you got to get is the L word. The rest will keep going. And if they don't, they will tell their friend about it.
This is going back to something that makes me think of the old expression, what's old is new again. Back in the 70s, I worked for one of the biggest country stations in the United States, WSUN, in the Tampa, St. Petersburg area. And our program director was a guy named Art Wander, and he wanted to have a country format, but not a traditional format. He wanted to do what was called texture programming. In other words, if it fit the concept of what we were trying to do, we would play it. We were one of the first country stations in the United States, as an example, to play Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Teach Your Children, considering that these guys are traditionally rockers, but they did a hardcore country song. So we would play stuff like that. And I think that that's what you're talking about. You're going back to the concept of what I call texture programming.
I love that word. I love it. I need it.
Yeah. If it fits the concept, if it fits the feel, even though it may not be a traditional artist for that format, well, why not? Let's play it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've been in a situation with other records that I might have been in an office, like at a label or an exec, and when I had another record, and they were like, "Well, we don't know about this." And I said, but your feet is moving. I don't need you to tell me what the record is good or bad. Your feet is moving. I done my job. After that, they kept calling me about this record. But it's the truth. Like, a lot of times, whatever record it is, like, we catch ourselves nodding our head by feeling or stomping our feet. But sometimes our heart or our mind will be like, yo, I don't know, because I'm so accustomed to this. But what if you give your foot a chance to catch up with your mind? That's the key.
There you go.
I like this guy. I like the way he thinks.
Listen, the horse. May I call you horse?
Yeah, hey, no problem. Call me horse. Bro, we all family.
I'm glad you said that, because that's where I was going right now. As a matter of fact, we have a thing on the show. Once you're on the show, you're part of our family. So we'll work with you to help you in any way we can. One of my social media pages is on Facebook. It's the David Bowers Awards groups page. And that is there for one purpose mainly, and that is for my guests and anybody else that has music and music news to post their news, new releases, tours when they get going again, anything that you want to share with fans, post it up on that page. We'll pick it up there and post it on our other social media sites. So it kind of makes it easier for your PR people, and for the individual artist who does it all himself, makes it a lot easier. You can post it on my page there, and we'll pick it up, post it on our other social media pages, and get you as much mileage out of it as we can. So keep that in mind there.
One listen at a time, man, saves a life. That's all that matters, man. Your heart,
there you go.
People, we good.
And I love your concept of just get the L. I mean, that could be a T-shirt. That could be like Nike's "Just Do It," just get the L. I really like that concept. Now we're going to move on to, before we let you go, the next tune that you are sharing with us, and this one features someone who actually has been on the show a couple of years ago with an Americana grouping, it's a collection of artists from Southern California, and Francesca Capasso. How did you work with Francesca on this? And I want to be sure John Bon Jovial never hears the music until he plays it on the show. So that way I get his gut reaction, his first. He doesn't have time to be biased. It's what his opinion is when he first hears it, which is important when you're talking about new listeners, because as you just explained, how they feel when they first hear it is the big deal. So he hasn't heard this yet, but I'm going to mention the fact that this has a strong gospel influence in it. Tell us about Walk on Water.
Okay, now, Walk on Water, I've been working on that record for, at least about 3 years. Hands down, about 3 or 4 years. Me and Francesca Capasso, we recorded that maybe about 5 to 6 times. Like, for me, traveling, because I travel a lot, working with artists and producing, creating this sound and bringing different people together from to diversify country. Like, that's one of the main goals, to diversify country and the sound. So with me diversifying it, there's nothing better than a story like Franny. Like, she's a fighter. Like, I mean, she didn't survive cancer. These are all things I found out literally after the video. That's 3 years later. So it at the same time with a record like that, it teaches me to be more of a listener before talking a lot of times, or kind of suggesting how we should do something, but it's still a great reward to hear these things after the record. And just to, just help bring light, man, with faith. And I'm not the most religious person, but we all believe in faith and hope. Mm-hmm. So that's basically just saying, whatever you're going through, especially like with COVID and everything else, and just life and finances, man, you just got to walk on water. You can't let the devil stop your shine. And
Amen.
That's what it's about.
You got that right. And we so appreciate you coming, spending time with us, getting to know you. It was great meeting you. I sure hope that you'll come back and see us when you've got some more new music, because we'd love to get a chance to talk to you and hear some more of your music.
Yes, no, absolutely. Hey, y'all don't hear that knock? I'm already at your house right now, man. I'm at your house right now.
Come on in. Bring it on, brother. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Elektrohorse, and here he is with Walk on Water.
So good today, I must say. Yeah. I need to hit a good word today. I need somebody to testify. Come on.
Open my eyes this lovely morning. Woke up my feet. Told them better get to going. Let's see the world. What it has to offer. If you're pawning my faith in the wrong direction, don't even bother. I'm gonna get there one way or another. Gonna walk on water. Gonna walk on water. Gonna walk on water. Gonna walk on water. Made up my mind. Can't stop my shine. No need to be.
What?
I'm happy. Walk it out now.
Testimony now.
Thank you, Pastor. Satan, why you testing me?